Hey everyone, today I'm taking you to one of the coolest, most romantic, and most delicious countries in Europe. France, are you ready? Then grab your baguettes, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and let's go. A brief history of France. France has been home to kings, revolutions, and incredible artists throughout history. Did you know that France was once a playground for royalty? The Grand Palace of Versailles, with its golden gates and endless gardens, was home to Louis XIV, the Sun King. But at some point, the people had enough and shouted, "Give us bread." And boom, the French Revolution erupted. The monarchy collapsed, and soon after, a young general named Napoleon Bonaparte took center stage. Napoleon was a military genius who conquered most of Europe. But in the end, even he couldn't escape exile. First, he was sent to Elba Island, and after making a dramatic comeback, he was finally defeated and exiled to St. Helena, where he spent his last days. France also had one of the largest empires in history. By the 19th century, French territory stretched from Africa to Asia. Even today, France has overseas regions like Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Réunion, meaning that France exists beyond just Europe. The Eiffel Tower in Paris. When we think of France, what's the first thing that comes to mind? The Eiffel Tower. But did you know that when it was first built in 1889, many Parisians absolutely hated it? Some called it an iron monstrosity and even demanded it be torn down. But today, it's the symbol of France, with millions of tourists taking selfies in front of it every year. Paris isn't just about the Eiffel Tower, though. It's also home to some of the greatest art in the world. The Louvre Museum houses over 35,000 works of art, including the Mona Lisa. But let me tell you a secret. Mona Lisa is actually way smaller than you'd expect. And let's not forget Notre Dame Cathedral, a stunning Gothic masterpiece. After the devastating fire in 2019, restoration efforts are underway, and soon it will shine again. French cuisine. All right, friends, let's talk about food. France isn't just about history, it's also a culinary paradise. From croissants to escargot, yep, snails, real snails. There's something for everyone. But the real star? Cheese. France has over 1,000 types of cheese. That means if you ate a different one every day, it would take you more than 3 years to try them all. And let's not forget about the boulangeries, bakeries. Walking through Paris, you'll find the smell of fresh baguettes and buttery croissants filling the air. It's simply irresistible. But French cuisine isn't just about everyday food. It's also about luxury dining. France has the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world. If you're a foodie, France is your dream destination. French culture and lifestyle. The French aren't just known for their food. They have a whole way of life. There's a phrase, savoir vivre, which means knowing how to live. The French take their time sipping coffee, love deep conversations, and hate rushing. One of the most Parisian things you can do? Sit at a cafe, sip on an espresso, and just watch people go by. It's not just about drinking coffee, it's a lifestyle. And here's something really interesting. The French work fewer hours than most people, but take the most vacation time. Their standard work week is just 35 hours, and they get at least 5 weeks of paid vacation per year. Sounds like a dream, right? Weird and fun facts about France. All right, we've covered the romance, the history, and the food. But let's talk about the fun and weird side of France. Did you know that it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon in France? Yes, protecting pig dignity is a priority. France produces over 8 billion bottles of wine every year. That's about 130 bottles per person. The French language has over 20,000 new words added every year, though many of them come from English. France is the most visited country in the world. Over 90 million tourists visit every year, That means if you go, you'll definitely run into people from all around the world. And here's one more crazy fact. France once had a king for just 20 minutes. King Louis XIX abdicated before he even had time to rule. And that's the end of our adventure in France. But now I want to hear from you. If you could visit France, what would you do first? Eat croissants? Visit the Eiffel Tower? Try all that delicious cheese? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Where should we go next? Let me know below. Au revoir, mes amis. See you in the next video.